You know how as a kid, you always had that one hypothetical situation that you told your mom about, and then she told you it'll happen when pigs fly? Well, tell your mother that it's happening because in Clash Royale, pigs are officially flying. We are dealing with the evolved Royal Hogs, which might be one of the most broken evolutions ever added to this game. And it's kind of funny because I feel like every single time we have a new evolution in this game, we say that. I mean, last month it was the Evo Ghost and the Evo Skarmy, and look how the meta was for the 20-win challenge. But now we're playing with Evo Royal Hogs, and I do have to say this is one of the most fun decks I've ever played in my life. Actually, one of my favorite decks of all time, and it is so back. If you guys enjoy pigs, this deck is completely back, and I feel like it's actually going to be pretty dominant in the meta, because Evo Royal Hogs are certainly a sight to see. Now, I think this guy isn't back to anything meaningful. Let's go for our piggies. He actually is back to the Evo cage, but these pigs should actually get on the tower unless he nados them again. And the benefit of this deck is that it's just so strong, and it wasn't really nerfed much. So, you know, champions were reworked recently, where you can now no longer have a 3-card cycle, and it's just a little complicated in that sense. But this deck is still really good because you can actually cycle multiple Archer Queens now. He might go for a Nado, no, he goes for Gold Knight, okay. I just went Queen the Bridge to pressure so that he can't really afford to go for a Lightning on my cannon with a Sea Giant. He does actually get a really bad Ice Golem down, and I also don't know why he went Ice Golem late like that, but now he definitely can't afford a Lightning on this cannon. And what I can do is just get a delivery down to get both the E-Giant and then the Ice Golem after the fact, and that'll be no damage. And I think the really fun part of this deck is a delivery, honestly. It's just so much fun to play. And he is back to the cage now. I think I will go in just because I feel like it, and I'll go for the EQ on his cage, and I don't know if he's going to stop this, honestly. As you can see, 2 of those piggies bypass that cage, and they're just going to wreak havoc. Now, he probably has to go for that dash, and the Brawler isn't going to do much either. He does go for that dash, and we still get a lot of damage. So, I mean, this is just already chaos for my opponent. He did go for that dash. He's probably going to get back to a Gold Knight ability. So, let's make sure we keep this at bay. And then, yep, there it is. And then let's go for the piggies again in front. Let's EQ preemptively. He actually has a Fireball, which is kind of crazy. Like, E-Giant Fireball, okay. But what that means is he cannot kill my Archer Queen to save his life. And this game is pretty much already over. Like I said, I really do love this deck. It's one of my best decks. It's actually my second best deck after Expo because I did learn this deck for the 20-win challenge back in 2024, I believe it was, because it's just such a good deck and Expo was pretty bad, so it was actually pretty fun to learn. We'll also get our cannon down. I actually did play assuming that he had a Lightning, and now that I'm thinking about it, of course he doesn't have a Lightning. Let's just get a nice delivery down everything. He's going to get a Nado off, but I think we're chilling. We should be chilling if I just defend this decently well. I mean, we'll take a bit of chip, but Evo Cannon is so strong, as you can see, and we are back to an Archer Queen, which this is getting a little tense, but now we're totally good. We're totally good. He doesn't have a Lightning, so he can't really do much. And we do have Evo Pigs, but I'm going to play it a bit patient. If he goes E-Giant, then I will pop the Evo Pigs, but Barb Barrel. Let's go full defensive, actually. I mean, he has an Evo Eye Drag coming up. I don't really want to mess around with that, so yeah, I'll just cycle like this. We'll go for our anti-Fireball Cannon, and this deck's defense is just immaculate. It does go for that Fireball, actually. All I have to do is make sure I don't die to that Eye Drag. That's the biggest concern right now, and it looks like I am not dying to that Eye Drag. And now I have to be really careful with my Evo Pigs, because I know that he has a Goblin Cage, and I need to be careful around that. I need to find the perfect time to go in. One really important thing about this deck is going in timing. Let's go in now. As you can see, we have the Evo Pig, so if he goes for a cage, he has to go for a cage right on top, and then he's forced to go for a Fireball after the fact as well. Like, Evo Pigs are just insane. They always force a negative trade. Let's go ability so we can't get a dash on the tower. Yep, perfect. And then we're back to our piggies. We'll go for that. We'll get our EQ off, and let's go for an offensive Evo Cannon as well, just to pressure and attack, and that will be putting in work on that cage. In the meantime, I'm going to be back to my piggies, so he's going to be forced to go for a Fireball, and I'm going to force out that Fireball, which means he can't actually go for a Fireball on top of my cannon if he wants to go in. And now I'm back to the Queen. As you can see, this is what I was talking about with the Queen. It's actually one of the most underrated champions in the game right now, I feel like, and it's just... Okay, wait, this is actually really scary. Just don't want to lose to that evolved Inferno Dragon, dude. But I think I'll be good. Just have to get back to another cannon for this E-Giant, and we will be set. Yep, we are set. As you can see, like, this deck just has immaculate defense, dude. There's just nothing that can go wrong with this deck, I feel like. He does get a good dash off, but, I mean, those pigs are about to get crazy on his tower, and that looks close, but it really wasn't. So E-Giant, he had Fireball too, usually hard matchup, but we did great. And one thing I'm scared of, this guy has a finish, the other guy had finishes too. One thing I'm scared of in this meta is the meta being completely distorted again, thanks to a new evolution. I mean, we saw it with the Evo Ghost last season. You guys saw the 20-win challenge meta. Every single deck that got 20 wins was with Evo Ghost, and it's just honestly kind of cringe when you think about it. I feel like it's going to be the same with pigs. I mean, this deck I'm playing right now, I'm going to call it like this is going to be the most broken deck in the game. And there's also going to be Evo Recruits, Evo Pigs, which I'm not looking forward to whatsoever. I feel like we are also going to see other archetypes. Like, you know, there's that one Pigs, Ice Golem, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Firecracker deck. That one's going to be back. We're just going to see a wide variety of decks, and I am not looking forward to that. So we see a Goblin Hut. It might be E-Giant 2 games in a row, but this one will be a harder version because he probably has Valk plus Fireball, which is actually a pretty bad matchup. He does go for a Lightning. Let's go in. He's not back to his Goblin Hut, so he's probably going to go for a late Tornado if I had to guess. Nope, goes for a Valkyrie. Yep, so definitely hard matchup, guys. He has a Valkyrie plus Bowler, Goblin Hut, but I think if we play well, we'll be able to win this. Will that kill my... Okay, it will, but it won't get a hit, so we're all good. I'm going to let this cannon die, because I really doubt this guy's crazy enough to go E-Giant at the bridge when I have an even elixir situation, but he really might. So if he does, my play is to go Ice Spirit, Skellies. Okay, he's actually going to go E-Giant, isn't he? I feel like he is. No, he's not. Okay. Ice Spirit. This is a really cool Skeletons trick that I am ashamed to admit I learned from B-Rad, because that guy hates Expo, so that's why I'm ashamed, but he was a really good player back in the day. We'll go for our Queen, and he's probably going to go E-Giant on top. He goes there. Let's go Pigs, and then if he goes for a Hut, I will EQ as well, actually, because he's on, like, 0 elixir right now, right? So we'll go for this. And our Queen is actually on the tower, so what I can do is go for our ability. And now we have so much damage in both lanes, and I might lose my tower on this E-Giant. He's probably going to Lightning, but I can win the tower trade now, so I'm actually feeling like this is a big W for me. Yep. And so we're going to pop ability. He's going to NATO this into the E-Giant most likely. He will. But like I said, even if I lose my tower, and I'm not even going to lose my tower, by the way, this is a net win for me. Let's go for our Pigs. He's not back to his Goblin Hut, I believe. Yep. So those, look at that. So that the Evo Pigs, the way they work is they fly, they shoot rainbows out of their butts, and then they do death damage when they drop down. Like this card, bro. This card is ridiculous. He goes for a Lightning Cycle. I'm just going to go for my EQ. And he has to take both towers before I take his one. Like, I don't think this is doable for him, bro. Let's go for our cannon. Let's get back to an Archer Queen here. I mean, he is actually going to take my tower. I'm not going to bother defending it. I'm just going to EQ and take his tower. And yeah, this deck is really solid. 2 E-Giants in a row. This one is definitely a bad matchup. E-Giant, Valkyrie, Bowler, Lightning. He has every counter in the world. We're still able to outplay, though. So I don't think I mentioned at the start, but we are just going to casually push to Royal Champion. It's like 3 days into the season, so early season grind. Grand Royal Champion should be pretty nice. I mean, I'm just going for an early Ultimate Champion, and okay, this is going to be tough because we do see a bomb tower for the first time. So that's going to be problematic. Obviously, that's pretty much the best building in the game against Royal Hogs, so bomb tower Valkyrie, really not what I want to see, but looks like it's going to be Hog Rider. Let's Hog EQ, okay. I mean, depends what else he has, like if he has a Firecracker or something. I'm not actually sure. I remember there was a way to play this matchup, but I'm kind of washed at this deck at this point. I do believe I've outcycled his Bomb Tower, though, so let's just go in, keep our Queen alive as well. And, okay, I did not outcycle it, but we can easily outcycle it at some point. But yeah, this is going to be hard because he has a Valkyrie and a Bomb Tower, so even if I outcycle one of them, he'll always have the other. But what I have to do is minimize his Hog damage. Please get one hit on the tower. Nice, okay. I have to minimize his Hog damage. Let's go for our Cannon and Ice. He's probably going to EQ. He's not going to EQ. So it depends what else he has, though. I mean, Hog EQ, the way the deck's constructed, they usually have Firecracker, or obviously any kind of air-hitting card, like Archer Queen even. So you could have a Firecracker or a Queen. My money's on one of those two, and I kind of want to figure out right now, actually, so it'd be nice if he plays it so I can figure that out. Please, can you play your... Yeah, it's a Firecracker. Okay, that's cool. And I think we actually have outcycled him now, but we need to be patient. Like, you need to be patient. Okay, it's a delivery. That's actually kind of bad, I'm not going to lie. I don't really want to face a delivery, but we're going to go in with our Evo Pigs, and whatever he does, like, he's kind of in trouble, because I feel like we'll get a bit of damage here. I was wrong. Valkyrie is just really overpowered against my deck. But on the bright side, I feel like we can definitely outcycle this guy at some point. I mean, his cycle is not that fast, so I feel okay about this. He's gonna go Hog any second now. Got a Queen same lane. There's the Hog. He goes for a Barb Barrel too. Okay, that's actually... I'm gonna EQ on defense. Like, this might be weird, but I can't take any more Hog hits anymore. He's gonna go Firecracker. Let's Ice Spirit to predict that. And even if he didn't, like, I had to predict that because I can't afford to take any hits. He's gonna Delivery most likely. Let's just Ability. And then hopefully that kills the Firecracker. That would be cool. Oh, it does not. But what we can do is get a Delivery down. And then we have to do a trick right now, as you can see. It pushes the Hog, and that's an anti-EQ cannon placement. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is tech. I think I actually have to go opposite lane in this match, if I'm not going to lie. So let's do that. Let's go Pigs. Let's EQ the bomb tower. And then our Queen is actually going to do pretty good, I think. Because, yeah, that's not in range yet. So we'll go Ability. We'll actually get a bit of damage as well in the left with that Royal Hog. And he is back. Ah, this is tough. I need a King Tower activation, dude. Off the Firecracker, but it's really hard to get that, obviously. I do really want to get one, though. This is a really hard matchup, man. This is going to be a tough one. Let's go opposite again. Let's just hit opposite and then EQ the bomb tower. But the thing is, like, Pig's EQ does not win against the bomb tower. And he has a Barb Barrel, too, so... like, it's just really, really tough. He does have a Delivery as well. He does get that off, but I guess this is okay. Let's get our cannon right away. And let's shove this again, anti-EQ. Yep, perfect. And let's just get our Queen down. I can't take any Hog hits, like I said. I don't think a Firecracker here is a threat. And then we go for our Evo Piggies, and they will actually bypass a Bomb Tower. Let's see if he doesn't play it. Yep. As you can see, the thing about Evo Pigs that are so broken is that they do actually bypass Bomb Towers as well. Like, they bypass normal building placements. Like, tell me that's balanced, bro. That card bypasses regular building placements. Like, cool. You're a very balanced card. Let's go for our... oh, we get a Queen hit, too. Let's go for our Cannon again. We have outcycled the Bomb Tower. Let's go in here. And I'm not going to EQ because, yep, we have to defend first. And then I'm actually going to go Cannon because he's going to go Firecracker. Yep, perfect. And then we're actually winning right now. So we kill that. Oh, dude, we're actually playing solo. We're actually playing so well. We're playing so well. Okay, we have to not get outcycled right now. Let me lock in. Let's go Delivery. I'm scared. I'm going to take some Hog hits here for sure. I can actually activate the King, though, finally, for once. No, okay. I think I lost. Bro, that was so bad. Let's go in, and then we have to get Evo Pigs. That's our, like, only hope. That's our saving grace, right? So let's do this. We have a new Queen ability coming up in a second, so that's going to be pretty huge. Let's log the Delivery, and then ability, please, ability. No, okay, I think I lost now, honestly. This is so painful. This is incredibly painful, dude. Oh, we hit the Firecracker, though. Let's go Pigs. Let's go EQ. And then... maybe, just maybe, we can do something. Like, please? Wait, that's damage, though? Wait, that's damage, though? And then we EQ again? And we actually won! Oh my god, dude, we are actually him, guys. Guys, I'm actually him for that win. Holy, okay. I can't believe this is going on the second channel. This feels like a main channel worthy video. Alright, Toto. Oh, hopefully he's playing Expo, because I feel like Expo is, well... I feel like against a good player, this matchup... okay, of course he has the Ghost and Mortar. I don't know what the heck this is, but this dude did have Expo on his profile, so I don't really know what to expect, I guess. We can probably just get a Queen down for all of this, like Queen, like here, and then Ice Spirit to kite everything and make sure we're covered. Yep, really good ice. So, Ghost, Mortar, I have no idea what this deck is, but I mean, Ghost is so broken that it could go in any deck and be overpowered. Like I was talking about, I feel like the fact that Ghost dominated the meta so much last season, Piggies are just going to do the same thing this season, unfortunately. Ghost, Mortar, Goblinstein. So, I mean, obviously Mortar, maybe Mortar Bait, which should be a pretty good matchup considering we do have the Earthquake. So, we'll see about that. Yeah, some kind of Mortar Bait's what it's looking like right now, and I learned this matchup, like not this exact one obviously, but I learned this archetype matchup pretty well last year when I was practicing for the 20-win challenge, so I feel okay with this. He does have a Barb Barrel, which is unfortunate, but that'll be some good damage. He does have a Lightning, which, you know, on paper, Lightning looks really bad for this deck, because obviously he has Lightning for my Queen. But a really cool juxtaposition of this deck is that Cannon is only 3 Elixir, and Archer Queen is 6, so that's a big contrast. And that means, obviously, Lightning, or Archer Queen is 5, and 6 with the ability, of course. But obviously that means that Lightning is really good against queen because it's a -1 for a lot of damage on the tower, but it's really bad against cannon, so you can kinda use that to your advantage, and I will be using that to my advantage, right? I really wanna use this, set of Evo Piggies well. I'm thinking about how. I know he has minions in this deck, so that might not be, you know, the best way. He has a cannon cart too. I'll let that doctor lock on, by the way. I guess I could've gone Skellies, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's EQ cycle here, and ability delivery for the ghost. Keep that queen really healthy. And then, again, I know he has minions, so I just I wanna go in at the perfect time. I guess I could do this. Let's try this, guys. Experimental push. Evo cannon for the minions. I do not hit them, unfortunately, but that's still going to be a lot of damage, and I can just EQ the Evo Mortar. And, I mean, he just popped that Goblinstein ability, but that is not enough at all. I still really stand by that play. I knew he had minions in cycle. I had a feeling he probably wanted to go for the minions, so I feel like that was a pretty good push by me, and as you can see, we have a huge lead. And the good thing is that we're going same lane, which means we can now just EQ every Mortar he wants to go for, right? So... And yeah, as you can see, he goes for the lightning, and I can go queen opposite lane to bait out that lightning, and then he just can't really do anything about it. Like, I feel pretty good about this. Let's go piggies. Let's go for the EQ as well. Pretty aggressive, but he was really aggressive with that lightning, so I feel okay with it. And EQ just nukes those ghost ghouls as well, so yeah, I'm feeling good here. I'm fine to give him a lightning, by the way, over here. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. Let's delivery and make sure we don't lose on that cannon cart real quick. Log as well. Like, need that cannon cart to die, bro. Okay, it's not dead. This is problematic, actually. I'll make sure we cannon there. We're good. We're good. We're good. Just make sure we're covered. We're not good. We are good. Okay. I'm gonna eat this ghost damage. Sometimes you have to take tower damage as a resource, and that's exactly what's happening right now. That's a good Goblinstein. I was actually thinking about going for piggies to punish, so well played. Nice, the minions got nuked. That's huge. Now I think I can go in and punish him for sure. I think he also has Evo Mortar in cycle, so even better. Even more of a reason to do so, because I want to force out that Evo Mortar. Yep, he does go for that push, which is well played. We still get our EQ chip, though, and I'll just go for the cannon, which he has no elixir to stop, right? So, yeah, I'm feeling good about this. That ghost goes opposite for some reason. Let's do this, and we have to get back to a cannon ASAP. We don't actually. But he's gonna go for a lightning, so let's delivery, because he's definitely gonna lightning this. He doesn't actually. Interesting. Cannon here. He might lightning, like, he might do some play to catch me off guard. The queen is still going strong. Okay, it's Evo Piggies time, guys, and then we're gonna go delivery. Well played with that, Stein. But still, these Evo Piggies are about to cook. As you can see, they cook. And then we can just get a queen over here. That ghost is not going to do much. He's going to lightning, but he's actually going to bar barrel. That's not going to do anything. And what we can do is we can actually go piggies again just to pressure. Like, piggies to pressure is such a nice play. Because the really good thing about pigs is that they're such a good deck to do this concept called pressuring while defending. If you guys know that concept. Let me just make sure I don't lose on this left side as well. We get a lot of damage, though. I don't think we're going to lose on the left side. Just EQ one last time and then delivery, and that's going to be game. So, honestly... pretty decent matchup. I mean, he does have lightning plus ghost to counter the pigs plus queen. Like I said, though, I just abuse a lot of cannons, and I did good piggies timings. So that's really the concept over there. And this deck is just so strong. By the way, you might be wondering, why is my clan the way it is? Because there's a lot of, like, random characters in there. And the reason for that is because Supercell nuked my clan. If you guys are in my YouTube SK555 clan, I'm sorry, I don't know what they did. Also, really bad fisherman. He's not going to get any king out of that, so we're chilling. But yeah, they nuked it. I think there's some new rule about how you're not allowed to advertise your YouTube in the clan anymore or something like that, which doesn't really make sense because they didn't tell us about it. But I'm a super creator. I have access to the dev chat, so I'm actually I'll probably try and do it after this video itself, so I can, like, remind myself. Because I want to make sure I'm okay, right? I do want to make sure I'm okay. And he's gonna lightning. Let's go piggies. And he's on, like, 0 elixir right now, so I don't think this looks good for him whatsoever. I'm not gonna overcommit and log on the skellies. I could do that for even more damage, but what we'll do instead is we'll just do this, and then Ice Spirit skellies on the RG, and now we're 2 away from the cannon. He is back to his RG, I believe, because he went RG, lightning, spirit skellies. Actually, he's 1 away from RG, if not mistaken, which is good, because what we can do now is we can get back to our cannon in 2. So let's say he goes, like, something RG the bridge. I'll go delivery, log, cannon. Yep, he's back now. Let's go queen and maybe incentivize him to lightning again. That would be nice. But yeah, that was a really nice macro play, guys. Okay, yeah, he does this. He can't afford a lightning though. He just spent 4 and then 6 on the RG. Like, he can't afford it. Let's make sure we get an Ice Spirit to freeze everything as well. And that should be no RG hits, or only 1. That's totally fine. I'll Skellies to make sure I don't take any more hits here. And then he's actually in a lot of trouble on this queen, huh? Like, he's really in trouble on this queen. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, bro. And I can ignore that ghost, because that doesn't really bother me. So he has a Hunter. Hunter's going to be really good against the Evo Pigs. I'm thinking about Evo Pigs counters. Fisherman's useless. Ghost is useless. But Hunter will be solid. So ideally, he can, like, waste a Hunter. That would be cool. Let's see if I can, like, make him do that. RG. Queen the bridge. That's actually really good macro timing. And by complete luck. Let's go Evo Pigs. He's going to Hunter. But they're just going to nuke his tower, bro. Like, yeah, that tower's gone. Now his goal is to try and, like, I don't even know what his goal is, actually. But he's cooked, regardless. Let's get a queen down. He just went for a lightning, right? So he can't even lightning this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to not cannon this. Yep, exactly. You guys can see exactly why. Because that's a really bad cannon, by the way. I should have gone cannon lower because he actually can lightning my weak tower by doing this. But the reason for that, which as you can see was a really good play, is because I wanted to make sure he wouldn't go RG again and I wouldn't have a cannon and cycle for it. So I just did a cannonless defense with X, what I like to call it, a Tesla-less defense. It's just a really nice play overall. And it just works out super well. So, I mean, that's really, really nice stuff. And that's RG Lightning. So I feel like we had some really good wins against some hard counters here. RG Lightning Ghost, not that easy for this deck. But that right there is Royal Champion League in the first week of the season. So like I said, guys, Piggies is back. Okay, let me just open this. Piggies is back, and I am so here for it.